everybody, it's the Soap Man, and it's time to make some soap. This is my third attempt at an introductory video. Let's see if I get it right this time. I'm doing an introductory video because this is a special soap collaboration arranged and organized by Renee Cormalis. So once again, Renee, thank you for doing this, and thank you for inviting me to it. It's the spring collaboration, Flower Power. So in this one, there are a few rules. We need to choose the color green plus one or more other colors, yellow, pink, red, purple, or orange. So I'm doing the green and the orange. Has to have some sort of natural item. Mine has, first of all, titanium dioxide, which is a natural mineral, but I also have poppy seeds in it, and I also have orange tenfold essential oil in it. So those are my natural colors. We need to choose either an embed or piping or both. I'm doing both. And the picture, if possible, of the flower that inspired us. I originally wanted to do the rhododendron, which is the West Virginia state flower. It's a beautiful flower. I don't have the most creative mind. I can see things and usually do it, but I don't have the most creative mind when it comes to thinking of something, and I just could not think of an embed for that. So I saw the Soap Queen did something with an oranges, and I loved it, and I love the state of Florida because I love warm sunshine. I love year-round warmth. I wish I lived there. So mine is based on the Soap Queen. I got the idea from her, so thank you. And it's going to be orange and the orange blossom. So I'll try to upload a picture here. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make the large embed, which is going to be the orange. Now, I'm not going for like a true actual orange peel because it's actually going to have some white swirled into it. I just want the effective orange. So I'm going to have white, just titanium dioxide, and using Brambleberry's Tangerine Wow, which is an extremely potent orange. Since it's so potent and I want white, I've gone ahead and put the TD into my oils, just to the main batch, and I'll mix it up. Then that way that orange will be toned down. I'm going to scent this, both parts, with a 50-50 mix of Brambleberry's Orange 10X Tenfold Essential Oil and Brambleberry's Applejack Peel. I love each one of these on their own. They are fantastic on their own, but they are also fantastic mixed 50-50. Love them both. Okay, then I'm going to pour that into my column mold, my silicone column mold. I do put these clips on it because it has a tendency to want to split open. That just prevents it from happening. So let's just get started. Let me just mix the TD up into my oils. That way, the TD's all mixed up nice and well. Put our lye in. Start it turning to soap. That should be good. So I'm going to just pour roughly half and half. Hopefully not make a huge mess. And I'm just eyeballing this. I still see clumps of TD in there, but oh well. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and color the one part. Just kind of stir it in by hand at first. Hit it quickly with the stick blender to make sure everything's well mixed. Actually, let me just hit that once real quick just to try to get some of those clumps out. Fragrance in and get this into our bowl because it's thickening up on me. I've kind of had to put more, I've had to do more stick blending than I wanted to. And the Applejack has a tendency to accelerate. I'm hoping that by being thinned down, it will break some of that up. But I still want it to move quickly regardless. Yep, there it goes thickening. Okay, now let's get this into the mold. So what I'm going to do is just basically, you won't really be able to see it, but I'm just going to take these and pour them simultaneously into the mold. You should be able to watch it fill though. And I am going to scrape these out because I want to get this mold right to the top. Probably should shake it down. This, when you tap it, is when this wants to break open. So I always put those bulldog clip, those binder clips on it just to hold it together. Okay. That's right at the top. Now, here is a little trick that I like to do to ensure that that mold will let the soap gel. I take a great big old stock pot and set that down inside it. And then I take a towel and kind of wrap around it inside to really insulate and hold that in well. And these are old towels I just use here in the lab. They're not pretty, but that way I don't worry if I get soap batter or colors or whatever on them. So, right there is going to be our large embed. I'm going to scrape those off into something else. Those won't go to waste. So that's what we have today. And I'll see you tomorrow for the rest of it, I hope. Okay, so I'm back to make the base, the white base. It's going to be more of an off-white because of the darkening of the fragrance oil. And I noticed that happening, although that's okay. This is more of sort of pastels anyway, and I kind of like the warm, creamy orange, but this is going to be the large embed. So it's okay if it's going to not be a bright white. I'm also going to have some poppy seeds in it. I'm going to have the same fragrances I used yesterday, the 50-50 mix of Applejack, peel, and orange tenfold essential. So let's just go ahead and get started. Need this container a little bit later and just dry it out. So let's just get a light emulsification here. You're in the picture. Okay, with this, I'm going to pour off about 300 milliliters for the soap frosting, and I'll talk to you about that in just a little while. And that doesn't seem like a whole lot to fill the bottom of that mold, but I'm going based on the Soap Queen's recommendation, and I actually put 2 ounces more oil in this than she did, so we'll see. So to this, I'm going to put in the TD, titanium dioxide. And the Brambleberry Applejack tends to accelerate trace, so that's going to be to my benefit because I want this really thick. So I'm going to go ahead and stick blend some. Put in my fragrance oil. Get some poppy seeds in. Even hit it just a little with the stick blender with this fragrance, even though it accelerates, because I want to get this nice and thick. Let's put a few of our poppy seeds in. Yeah, that's a nice thick trace. And I'm going to let that start to thicken for the soap frosting. So while I'm able to pour this, let's go ahead and get into the mold. And that big embed is going to displace this. At least I hope. If I don't have enough, well, I don't know what I'll do. Have to forego some of the soap frosting maybe. But I'm going to have faith that it did, because I'm following pretty much what the Soap Queen did. Only I put just a few more ounces of oil than she did. I'm going to kind of pull some of that back toward the back. Go ahead and drop our embed in there. And that's right about the point I want it. I don't want a whole lot. I'm going to kind of push it back some. That's what I was wanting. Which will bring it up relatively near the top. Then I'm going to set that aside. I really did need more soap batter. I really did, but there's nothing I can do. So I'm going to go ahead, before this gets out of hand, and put some green vibrance into this for my soap dollops. And for this part, this is going to represent leaves. I thought that I had a leaf pipe. I have a tiny one, but you know I'm very inexperienced with piping right now, and I'm really afraid that having a piping leaf that's too small will just take forever and I'll make it even worse. So I'm just going to dollop them on, but I'm actually going for sort of abstract anyway. I'm not really going for the appearance of an actual orange and orange leaves, so it's alright. Now this Nurture Soap's Green Vibrance is a beautiful green, but like a lot of greens, it usually turns sort of a funky color when it mixes with lye, but when it saponifies into soap, it always turns back to a beautiful green. That's all I dare do with that fragrance in there. So let me attempt to get this into my piping bag. It is a little too thin right at the moment, which is alright. I may actually use some of this while it's still semi-liquid to fill in down the sides, since I didn't have enough of the white. Okay, so let's just clean that up a little bit and get some of that down in there to help fill in that gap. And then clean up top of the soap. Okay. Okay, our soap frosting, believe it or not, is a little too thin, so I'm just going to go ahead and shut this down for just a couple of minutes. Let this set up and I'll bring this back when I feel confident that it's ready to pipe. Okay, I think now I'm ready to pipe, and since I don't have a leaf tip like I thought I did, I'm just going to dollop the green on, and I'm really just once again going for the appearance of leaves anyway. I thought I might be able to fill the end in there, maybe not. Okay, well, this is not really what I was expecting, but that's as good as it gets. So I'll put the rest of that into something else so it doesn't go to waste. So I will let this sit up tonight and hopefully get it cut tomorrow. I'll probably just keep that end piece for myself. Not as nice as the soap queen, but then again, I'm not the soap queen, so there we have it. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Alright, so we're back and it's time to cut the soap. I was really bummed because the piping didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. It's true it didn't, but I got up and looked at it this morning and I thought, you know what, that's okay. Those are orange trees. They were going to be orange leaves. They're orange trees, so I can live with that. So let's cut it and see what it looks like. This is just what was left over from the white and the green. This is what was left over from the embed. So you know what those will be. Those will be embeds for hot process later down the road. Let's just cut this and see what we look like. Okay. Now that's just the end. I think I'll get some more orange later on into it, but yeah, not bad. Yeah. This is one of those where the cut bars are actually nicer than the whole soap, you know, the whole log. And I thought that would be the case, and it is. Oh yeah, especially as we're getting into it and getting more of the orange and the swirls in it. Oh yeah. I'm happy with this, even if it's not what I planned. small sliver off the end for me to test it and make sure it's okay to use, which I always do. Yeah, I like this. So this turned out pretty well after all. And I love the scent. Whew. Really smells good. So anyway, Renee, once again, thanks for inviting me. Thanks for organizing this. And folks, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye. Evening for the cut. All right, bye.